Jack.
Oh, hello, Dad. How are you?
Oh.
Hello, Maya.
Hello, Tom.
How are things?
Fine, fine.
Good.
The book is ready.
It's not.
I put it on your desk.
Oh, come on. Let's have a look. Well, I can see it. Ah, now that looks all right. I say. Well, lovely. Congratulations, Maya.
Glad you like it, Tom.
And you, Harry.
Thanks.
I think this calls for a celebration. I brought some champagne in the car. I got it for tonight, but if we drink it up, well, my guests can drink beer, can't they?
Harry, get some glass.
You take that, Maya. Have 'em belong.
Tom's never been on time for an appointment in his life. He has absolutely no consideration for other people.
You're not awfully fond of your son, are you, Mr. Collier?
Cecilia, if you'd spent the time and money and effort I have to make that young man realize who he is and what he ought to be doing in the world, You haven't known Tom long.
No.
Owen, perhaps from longer experience, you might enlighten her.
Well, I presume what Mr. Collier means is that, on ordinary terms, Tom doesn't seem to have got very far. He's wasted his life from the cradle.
Oh, it must have been pathetic to see him wasting it at 3.
I assure you his genius for it showed even then. I send him to Harvard, and he lasts 2 years there. I send him to Oxford, and he commutes from Paris. I put him into the bank, and the whole world at the feet of that boy, the whole world. And all he's ever done is to run from it.
Well, you know, Tom has his own ideas about what he wants to do with his life. Yes, Regan?
A radio message came by phone for him.
Oh, thanks. You can leave it here. I'll take care of it.
Right. Oh, everything satisfactory?
Yes, quite, thanks.
Comfortable, miss?
Quite, thank you.
Like a drink? Anyone?
No, nothing. We were talking.
That's all right. Go right ahead. Make yourselves at home. He'll be right along.
The butler? He's charming.
He looks like a prize fighter.
He was. There now. Don't worry. Tom will be along any second now.
If what I think is true, I hope he never comes along.
What?
Well, I'll tell you what's in my mind. Heaven knows I don't want it there. That girl he's been living with for the last 3 years.
Just a minute, sir.
It's all right, Owen.
Good Jupiter, it's no secret, is it? Who is she, anyway? What is she?
An extremely nice girl. Hard-working, talented. She draws for one of the fashion magazines. And very successfully. She left 3 months ago for her magazine's Paris office for an indefinite stay.
Oh, maybe she's coming back.
What of it, Mr. Collier?
What of it? Everything of it. It's like him to marry her. I'm surprised he's missed it as long as he has. Well, I've stood for his rowdy friendships. I've put up with his idleness, his ill-mannered
I'm
insolence.
sorry, Mr. Collier. I'll have to ask you to let it go at that.
Why so?
Because it so happens that I'm why we're here.
How's that?
It's me Tom's going to marry, and I've heard enough against him to last me quite a while.
See, what are you talking about?
Marrying.
I see, I thought...
On June 1st, to be exact. He asked you out here to tell you, and I imagine to receive your good wishes.
My dear, I congratulate Tom and myself, and I hope it'll work out for you. I hope he won't be utterly impossible as a husband. He has been at everything else I wanted him to do.
I don't agree with you. Tom's the most interesting, most attractive man I've ever known. I consider myself shot with luck.
Very loyal.
Not at all. I simply believe in him. Not in his so-called past, perhaps. I'm not quite a fool. But certainly in what's to be.
Well, faith is a beautiful thing.
I think so.
Well, if you can make a respectable citizen out of Tom Collier at this date, you'll have nothing but praise from me, my dear.
It seems not to occur to you that when Tom has someone who really understands him, to work and care for, why...
Understands him?
Yes, completely. Why, he'll make what you call a respectable citizen of himself.
Oh, you think so?
I know. And if what you laughingly refer to as my faith is of any use to him...
Love will conquer all. Yes, of course. But forgive me a few doubts.
Oh, how's that, sir?
Darling, I'm coming back. Arrive on Paris at 8 tonight. Much love, Daisy. Well,
I know all about her.
did you know she was returning tonight?
No. Neither did Tom.
Owen, I'd like a few words with you, if Cecilia will pardon us.
Certainly. Owen. I meant to tell you on the way over, Owen. But then I couldn't.
See, how did it happen?
Very suddenly, very sweetly, yesterday. I'm sorry. You asked.
If you'll excuse me, I think I'll see what Mr. Collier wants.
Hello, Red.
Hiya, Tom.
Oh, are they here yet?
They are.
Good. Darling.
Tom.
Take my hat, will you? Thanks. Now get out.
I just wanted to tell you that...
Later.
But there's a
Get, will you, Red?
radio message come for you.
Oh, get out. Hello, darling.
No, you're late. I'm furious with you.
Late?
There. Is that all right?
That's terrible. I've taken up with a thrifty spinster.
That's all you deserve.
Well, where are they, Father and Owen?
In the other room.
Tell me, darling, did you really say you'd marry me?
I'm afraid I did.
Oh, heaven help us both. Just this one marriage, please. You know, I haven't been very good about marriage. I was exposed to a very bad case of it as a baby. We must make a grand go of it.
Oh, we shall. Never you fear.
Well, you just do everything I say, and it'll be all right.
With pleasure, sir.
Oh, see, darling, what a marvelous object you are. Oh, I feel good.
So do I.
Do you? My lovely sea.
Stop it, Tom. You're embarrassing me.
Why?
I feel quite naked.
You look marvelous. You
I'll
look
have dinner in a couple of minutes, Tom.
Here, glasses with ice and run all the way.
Right. Did you get your radio message?
What message? Excuse me. Goodbye.
Don't tell me if you don't want to.
But I do. I'd always intended to at the first opportunity anyway. And suddenly it seems here it is. Well, see, for a long time I've known intimately, a girl who's been very important to me.
Yes?
Daisy's done more for me than anyone in this world. She's the best friend I've got. I believe she always will be. I'd hate terribly to lose her. It's been a queer sort of arrangement. Well, no arrangement at all, really. There's never been any idea of marriage between us. Well,
Is she attractive, Tom?
to me she is. I don't believe you'd like me half so well if Daisy hadn't knocked some good sense into me.
Someone's done a good job of it.
I'll tell her that. I sent her a long cable this morning all about us. Of course, she never got it because this came from the boat. She lands tonight.
I see.
See, we've been everything possible to each other, of course, but
Yes, Tom.
at the same time as free as air. I mean, there's never been any feeling of conventional responsibility towards each other involved in it.
I can understand that.
Can you see? Because I never could. Anyhow, that's how it's been. We haven't been what you'd call in love for a long time now.
Does she know that?
She knew it first. Well, I don't know what more there is to be said about it, except that there's no need for you to worry. You won't, will you?
Not if you tell me I needn't.
Well, I do. And finally, I think she ought to know the news about us pretty promptly.
Yes, probably.
Well, is anything I do about that all right with you?
Of course.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, hello, Father. Hello, Owen. Evening, Tom. Good evening.
You said 5 o'clock. It's 7, and I think...
Oh, did I? Is it? Listen, you know it. I want to tell you what this is all about.
We know. We've heard.
He was abusing you so. I had to tell him.
And it didn't discourage you?
On the contrary.
Oh, stout heart. Why, thanks very much, sir, but I think I'm the one to be congratulated. Yes, indeed we are. Yes, I'm sure we shall be. Yeah. Hello, Red. There you are. That's the boy. That's my father over there.
Oh, glad to meet you, sir.
And my fiancée, Miss Henry.
You're... Good boy.
Thanks very much. Well, here's how and why and wherefore, and you know where marriages are made. Is it all right?
Swell.
Well, that's splendid. Now, we're all satisfied, aren't we? Yeah, yeah, just a moment, Red. Did you put the car away?
Say, how many hands have I got?
Well, don't. I shall need it.
Right.
Father, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to do the honors at dinner.
Oh, why? How's that?
I find I have to go straight back to town.
Now, you listen to me.
It seems to me extremely important that I should do it at once. In fact, I can't do otherwise.
You have the effrontery, the colossal bad taste on the night of celebrating your engagement to a fine, trusting, loyal girl to go from her, your fiancé, to your...
Same old difficulty about words, eh, Father? Never mind. None of them apply to Daisy.
I suppose you know better. If you leave here
Yes,
tonight...
much. Much better. Till tomorrow, my angel.
My poor child.
I'm sorry, Cecile.
Oh, I think he did exactly right.
A beautiful thing, Faith. A beautiful, beautiful thing.
Tommy.
Daisy.
I was looking for you at the door.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get your message in time.
Oh, come in.
All right.
Oh, hello, you dear Tom.
Hello, Daisy.
Now it seems as though I hadn't been away at all.
Does it?
Oh, come sit down. I have so much to tell you it'll take hours.
Ah.
Tom, two of the most exciting things have happened to me. Not one, two.
Really? What were they?
Oh, I'm bursting with them.
Daisy,
Darling,
No, you tell me. Come on.
well, my heavy sledding ought to be over in a few weeks. By the 1st of June, anyway. What have you got on the fire? Much?
Yes, a good deal. The fact is,
We'll work day and night until the 1st of June, and then come to Mexico for a month with Daisy. Oh, I'm dying to go because, well, first of all...
What?
I feel like such a fool. Promise you won't breathe a word of it to anybody. Tom, I think I can paint.
Well, that's no surprise. I've always thought you could...
Well, then you've always been wrong because it's new. It's just since the last 2 months. I believe if I work my eyes out and my fingers to the bone that someday I may really paint. You must be hard on me now. No parties, no playing around, just work. And you mustn't let me show until you know I'm ready to. Is that agreed?
All right.
You got a funny instinct about those things, and I'm counting on you. That's the first thing. As for the second thing...
What?
No, suddenly I feel shy with you. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it a bit.
It's been a long time, Daisy.
Too long. Perhaps I'd better wait to tell you the second thing.
No. Tell me now.
Oh, my dear, what's wrong with us? Come here to me. That's better. I don't feel it so much now. You're a free man, you know, Tommy. Always have been with me. No questions asked. But, oh, please, Mexico in June together, because, listen. No, don't look at me. Look the other way. On the boat coming over, the sweetest small boy, about 2. And I got crazy about him, and I want one. I want one badly. So will you please be good enough to marry me? Oh, as you always used to say you wanted to, only I wouldn't let you. One needn't be terribly serious. It's not a life sentence, you know. Just for a little while, if you like. Would be such a dirty trick on him if we didn't. Then after I get my stuff through for the July issue, Mexico for a month together. Oh, I love you so much. I was a fool ever to think I didn't. So come on, Tommy, be a good sport and give me a cigarette.
Katie.
All right, never mind. Let's forget all about it. That is a foul necktie you've got on. The colors...
Katie,
What is it? Oh, you're going to tell me something terrible. What is it?
I'm going to be married, Daisy.
To be...
Listen, my darling, you can't care so much. You can't. It's simply that you and I
It must have
naturally
happened pretty quickly.
Yes, it did. A month ago, we hadn't even met. It was at...
You can spare me the details, please. I don't even want to know who she is. Who is she?
Cecilia Henry, her name is.
Behold, the bridegroom cometh, and no oil for my lamp as usual. A foolish virgin, me. Well, foolish anyway. When is it to be? Soon?
About the 1st of June, we planned.
June, oh. Yes, well, in that case, Mexico would be out.
But I never dreamed... I feel so awful.
Remember me, Tom.
Daisy, there's to be no nonsense about not seeing each other again as friends or any of that, you know.
Oh, but there will be that nonsense. Oh, yes, there'll be that, all right.
I don't understand. I don't see why we shouldn't. I thought for a long time we'd been out of danger.